Calm aim has quickly become one of the hottest topics in the Valorant space throughout the past year. Everybody and their hamster wants to know how to calm their aim, click heads like an ice-cold killer without a pulse, and countless YouTube tutorials have covered how to unlock this secret technique. But is there a possibility that we have all fallen for a hoax? The answer to that is not that simple, so let's try and break it down. First and foremost, let's look at calm aim and what it's supposed to do. The idea is that instead of making flicky and as fast as possible aim adjustments, you slow things down and you make sure you aim for the head first, confirm that you're on target, and then shoot. This results in very clean looking aim and of course quick and clean kills. So far, so good. Now, there's one part in that calm aim description that might arise to be problematic though: slowing things down. I myself have covered elements of the calm aim theory in videos of mine, highlighting the importance of being precise and doing controlled aiming adjustments instead of trying to be as fast as possible. But in order to illustrate a point, let's theoretically think about the calmest aim possible. Aim where we always confirm that we're on target, we never make mistakes, and we have perfect lines in between targets. All of that is not hard to achieve if we just slow things down more and more to the point of where we are so controlled that we simply cannot miss. Now, is that practical though for a low time to kill such as Valorant? Of course not. If we are aiming super slowly, everybody will kill us before we have a chance to kill them. So we need speed. Now, I know what you're going to say: no shit, Sherlock, aim needs to be quick. Calm aim doesn't mean slow aim. You might even have heard of the saying slow is smooth and smooth is fast. And these arguments are definitely valid, so let me address them in just a second here, after I told you that for a smartass such as yourself, we have built a pretty smart analysis tool called Insight. It's free, you get a breakdown of your key stats as well as your gameplay with our spider chart, and we then recommend you content personally fitting your strengths and weaknesses so that you can improve. Sounds cool? Good, then check out the link in the description and sign up for Insight today. Back to the video. So I think what people underestimate, and I include myself here, is how much speed you actually need in your aim. Let's take a look at this clip from Clear FPS that I featured in one of our aim guides here on the channel previously. His aim looks super clean and he is always confirming that he's on target before he shoots to pretty much get 5 instant kills. So you can say this is calm aim. But when we look at it again, can you see how quickly Clear's flicking in between targets to make his big aim adjustments? Like, these flicks are insane. They are really fast, they are accurate, and they are super controlled with almost no shakiness in his aim at the end of each flick. And do you know what that means? He is buying himself the time he needs to aim calmly by being incredibly fast with his initial flicks. He can allow himself to correct his aim calmly at the end because he gets to that point so quickly. And honestly, even his micro adjustments and target confirmation are at lightning speed as well. And you can see that with many of the mechanically gifted players. For example, Verno and Mada, who have made waves in the challenger scene and now play VCT for NRG. They are aiming at insane speeds and oftentimes are just outright quicker than their enemies. Even the way they micro adjust, they don't take a full strafe to the side and let their recoil reset fully and then shoot the next burst. Instead, they try to correct their second shot as quickly as they can and fire immediately when possible, pushing the limits in their gunfights. So I believe that this is exactly where your aim training can take a wrong turn if you're a beginner to intermediate player or even a pretty advanced player who just doesn't have the greatest mechanics. If you focus on calm aim and slowing things down too early and start sacrificing speed, then you will always remain too slow to really develop top-tier aim. I certainly have made this mistake in my aim training and it has held me back. In order to build up the speed you need in your flicks for a game like Valorant, you need to push your boundaries first. When you practice, you need to sacrifice accuracy in order to go faster and build that mouse control at faster speeds. Speed is the foundation of everything and honestly the harder skill to build in my opinion. Everybody can do a slow micro adjustment on a crouch spraying opponent, But flicking to somewhere instantly and coming to a stop with full control of your mouse and no shaking, that is really difficult. And then to come full circle, of course, there is a point again where you go too fast. In an ideal world, we flick to every target and instantly kill them without any micro adjustments. That's possible if the targets are really big, static and easy, like with 6-shot for example. Is it practical in a game like Valorant? No. If you insta-flick to everybody and press shoot immediately, you will be inconsistent, miss easy kills and in the end take more time to kill than someone who has control. So what you need to do is build speed first, practice your flicks, push your limits and learn to control your mouse with very fast adjustments. And that's where calm aim then comes in, and where instead of flicking and instantly spraying at everything moving you see, you slow things down at the end after your initial fast adjustment and you build control in your micro adjustments in order to kill with your first or second burst consistently. At the end of the day, Valorant is about who can kill each other more quickly. If you have a gunfight where both players see each other and one instantly flicks and shoots and the other calmly adjusts, the one who flicks and shoots will win if they hit their shot. But if out of 10 gunfights they only hit that flick 3 times and with their initial shot 7 times, then the player who takes a little more time to make sure they hit their first shot will win 7 out of those 10 gunfights because they are more consistent. Of course, this is very simplified and other factors such as crosshair placement and movement play a huge role here as well. But in its core, this is exactly what makes good aim. Finding the perfect balance between speed and accuracy. You can learn about these other factors, crosshair placement and movement, and about aim as well from pro player Thwyfo, by the way, because we did a gunfighting mastery course together with him where he teaches you the secrets that got him to Radiant in more than 16 acts. And with the knowledge from that course and consistent practice, over time you will develop your own aiming style and you will figure out your range, meaning that you learn at which distances you can go for the instant flick and shoot in order to kill because you're comfortable and consistent enough, and then at which distances you need to take a tiny bit longer to make your micro adjustments and confirm you're on target. There are players who are more flicky, there are players who are more controlled. At the end of the day, we are all individuals with individual strengths and weaknesses. So, to summarize it, is calm aim a hoax? No, it's not. Calm aim features many important elements and tips that you need in order to become consistent. However, it's very important in my opinion that you don't go down the calm aim rabbit hole too early and miss out on building speed. Speed and control at high speed are critical foundations that you need to build. And in order to build them, you need to get out of your aiming comfort zone. Things will look hectic and uncontrolled for some time while you push your boundaries, and that's okay. And once you've reached sufficient speed, you can then build calm aim on top of that. Alright, something else you need to build, by the way, is your game sense. We can't neglect that either, because the best mechanics don't mean anything if we're running around like a headless chicken. So I recommend watching the video linked on screen next so that you're up to speed with your brain as well. See you there.